Welcome back to another segment of Manifest with SII Power with your host Dwight. Hope everybody's doing wonderful out there today. We're going to talk about mindset and thoughts on this segment. And so I like to start it off with some quotes from James Allen. Man is mind and mind is man, and evermore he takes the tool of thought and shaping forth what he wills, brings forth 1,000 joys or 1,000 ills. He thinks in secret, and it comes to pass. Environment is but his looking glass. Bob Proctor. Thinking is the highest function that a man or woman is capable of. Thinking is the highest function that a man or woman is capable of. Thinking is the highest function that a man or woman is capable of. Bob Proctor. In Proverbs 23:7, King Solomon wrote, allegedly he's the smartest man to ever live, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. King Solomon. Earl Nightingale said that scholars argued over just about everything. This is people from all walks of life. Lawyers, doctors, businessmen, accountants, etc. And that there was only one thing that they could come to consensus agreement on. And that one thing was that what he coined the strangest secret. We become what we think about most of the time. That's Earl Nightingale. Ralph Waldo Emerson definitely was great. He said, a man is what he thinks about all day long. A man is what he thinks about all day long. A man is what he thinks about all day long. Buddha said, all that we are is the sum total of our thoughts. All that we are is the sum total of our thoughts. All that we are is the sum total of our thoughts, Buddha. So it becomes plain to see that you can add up your thoughts or you can look at your results. And it's a clear cut and conspicuous layout of what you've been thinking, right? Remember, everything is you pushed out. So your thoughts are expressed and pushed out. So what have you been thinking? Right here, right now, today, what have you been thinking? Right here, right now, today, what have you been thinking? Predominantly, consistently, insistently, and persistently. Over in Deuteronomy, I think it's 30, it says that you get to choose every day, right? Either the curse or the blessing. How are you doing this, right? If you choose to think negatively, right? Because no one else can think for you. If you choose to think negatively, consistently, insistently, and persistently, what are you choosing? You're choosing the curse. Also, if you choose to think positively, consistently, insistently, and persistently, then you're choosing the blessing. So then over the course of 21 days, 30 days, 66 days, 90 days, you establish a new neural network or a new neural pathway, and you'll begin to see maybe small shifts at least, medium shifts or large shifts in your life. Why? Because you changed your thinking. Remember, nothing changes unless something changes. Nothing changes unless something changes. Nothing changes unless something changes. And the thing that has to change is you. So how do we change you? We change you by getting you to change what you think feelingly, daily. By getting you to change what you think feelingly, daily. You know, if you could just get literally one or two scriptures and adhere to it, you could literally change your life, right? Philippians 4, 8, and 9, you know, it tells you what to think on, right? Think on your desires. Think on things that are good. Think on things that are honorable. Think on things that are of a good report, right? Or Romans 12:2, right? Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Even though it doesn't say it, the word daily, it implies that you're to do this day in and day out. Because what you're thinking, you're going to be experiencing. What you're thinking, you're going to be experiencing. What you're thinking, you're going to be experiencing. Remember, thoughts become reality. Thoughts become reality. Thoughts become reality. So I'm going to do a little practice with your imagination, right? I want you to imagine going into a two-story home. We're walking in, right? This is in our imagination. And we're going up a long flight of stairs. Then we skip 2 steps. Then we're walking up another 3 or 4 steps. And we're in the attic. We're in the attic now. And we're coughing and we're choked up because of all the dust and the cobwebs and the spider webs. But this is a depiction of your brain because you're not daily being renewed and transformed through renewing your mind. Joe Dispenza says that 91% of our thoughts are the same thoughts from the previous day and the previous day and the previous day. And we're surprised, we're awestruck about why our life is not changing much. Well, it's not changing much because you're entertaining, you're getting entangled with, you're holding on to the same thoughts. And so through hanging on to the same thoughts, even though your results look the same, they're fresh and anew every day because you're having the same old thoughts. You're having the same old thoughts. You're having the same old thoughts. You're thinking feelingly the same way. You're thinking feelingly the same way. You're thinking feelingly the same exact way. So nothing can't change. But I got good news for you today. So in the hood, in apartments, they usually have a resource called the monkey bars. And in order for one kid to get from the opposite end from where he's starting, he has to grab a bar, let go of a bar, grab a bar, let go of a bar, grab a bar, let go of a bar. So in any situation that you're in, no matter how dark it is, no matter how long it's been going on, no matter how long you feel like you've been depressed or you feel like you've been struggling, you're just 1 or 2 thoughts away and there's light at the end of the tunnel. So what has to happen, just like the kid on the monkey bars, you have to grab a hold of a better feeling thought, right? Settle into that, occupy it, embody it, and then grab a hold of a little better feeling thought, another better feeling thought. And so as you begin to do this, you'll begin to rise in consciousness. You'll feel better about yourself. You'll feel better about your situation. You'll be able to see clearly now, right? That you're creating your reality. Remember, thoughts become reality. Thoughts become reality. Thoughts become reality. Thought is dictating, mandating, and orchestrating everything in your life. Your thoughts become your reality. Your thoughts become your experiences. Your thoughts become your life. This is why you should consider becoming the observer daily, becoming the watcher daily of your thoughts, because your thoughts are becoming made flesh. Your thoughts are becoming reality. Your thoughts are becoming your life. Your thoughts are becoming your experiences. And you are the only one that can control this. Thoughts become reality. What you think upon, you draw into your life. You draw into your experience. You draw into your reality. What you think upon, you draw into your life. You draw into your experiences. You draw into your reality. Thoughts become reality. Thoughts become reality. Thoughts become reality. What you think on the longest grows the strongest. What you think on the longest grows the strongest. What you think on the longest grows the strongest. What you think about, you bring about. 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 let's deal with beliefs, right? Thought drives everything. So what I'm telling you is your thoughts become your belief, right? So a belief is a thought that you thought over and over again and emotionalized, and it became solidity, it became solidified, it became concrete, and it attached itself to the subconscious mind. You can't see the thought, but you can see the ramifications of the thought, meaning your harvest, your yields, your outputs, your outcomes, your results, right? So you can look at any result and you can reverse engineer it back to a thought. So what is the sponsoring thought? What is the core level thought? Remember, we're not just dealing with the 2%, the conscious mind. We're primarily dealing with the 98%, the subconscious mind, the unconscious mind, the subjective mind, right? So what are you thinking about all day long? Like Ralph Waldo Emerson said, that's what you're going to become, right? So you are a sending and receiving station. Thoughts are always being fired towards you, and you're always sending out thoughts. What thoughts are you becoming entangled with? What thoughts are you holding on to? What thoughts are you engaging with, participating with? What thoughts are you active with? That's what your experiences, your life, your reality, your results, your outputs, your harvest, your yields, your outcomes, your results are. Become the observer, become the watcher, and begin to see where your thoughts go, right? Don't judge it, just become aware. And as you do this a few times, you can begin to intentionally, deliberately, on purpose, either become entangled with better thoughts or plant seed of better thoughts. And then you nurture them, you water them, you cultivate them, and you see them bring forth fruit for you. Remember, it says that the apple don't fall too far from the tree, or the tree is known by its fruit. The tree is known by its fruit. The tree is known by its fruit. Even inside your brain, I think this is why Jesus talked a lot about trees. The dendrites, it look like trees. So when you're thinking accurately, right, you're healthy, and your nerve cells look the color green of healthy leaves, a darker green. But if you're thinking inaccurately, you're not thinking properly, then it begins to dim and become like a grayish color, a dark gray color, representing unhealthiness. So I'm letting you know that what you think about, you bring about. What you think upon, you draw into your life, your experiences, and your reality. What you think about, you bring about. What you think upon grows and expands into your life. So please begin to pay more attention to what you're thinking habitually, consistently, and predominantly, because it's your dominant thoughts that express. We've been live on Manifest with SII Power with your host, Dwight. Hope you've had a great time. I'll leave you with this quote. If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you, if you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowances for their doubting too. An excerpt from Rudyard Kipling's If.